Hi, everyone. How are you all doing today? I wanted to talk about something that seems to be ever present in all of our world, and people ask this question a lot. So I thought I'd address it. And with all the chaos going on in our world and how everything just seems to be flipped upside down, and there's so much separation and division going on, you know, people are asking themselves, how can we change the world? What can we do to make this better? How do we help heal? And the the reality is that one of the best ways that we can heal this situation across the globe is through meditation. Meditation is probably one of our greatest tools. Now, this may seem counterintuitive to people who aren't used to meditating, but for those of you who have used meditation often and know its power and effects, you already understand that going within is much more powerful than trying to change things on the outside. Now, the reality of our world that we live in is that everything on our outside is a reflection of things that are going on inside of us. So if we really want to make changes in the world, then we have to go within to change. Now, one of the questions that really comes up a lot within the awakened community is that we want to know how we can assist others in awakening, since we understand how much our own individual sovereignty has been compromised. Once we start to awaken, we want to assist others in understanding their own individual sovereignty and how that is being compromised so that they can gain it back, and we can all work towards empowerment and help empower others. Well, the reality of this is that we're not responsible for empowering others. We're responsible for empowering ourselves. And if we think about unity consciousness and the law of one, if we really start to pay attention to the law of one, then if we are empowering ourselves from within and doing our own internal work, then we, in effect, are actually empowering others, because we're all connected to the same grid of consciousness. So if we all want to build this unity consciousness and come together as one cohesive unit of unity, then we really have to do the work first within. And meditation is one of the greatest tools to do that, because what it does is it creates that presence. It brings us out of our future and our past, and it brings us into the now. And it allows us to start listening on a deeper level. Now, we know that, I've talked about this in past videos, that our pineal gland is our direct connection to source energy, our higher selves, anything that's beyond this basic third dimension. So as we start to raise our frequencies and we start to resonate at a higher, faster speed, then we start to connect more. And you'll notice that as you do this, meditation is one of the greatest ways to activate the communication center with those higher realms, which is our pineal gland. Now, when all of us start meditating on a common goal, which unity is probably one of the most common goals right now, unity and probably peace, if we all start meditating, then we're working to bring that peace within. When you meditate, you are bringing in that sense of unity within you, because you're connecting mind and body, and you're bringing in the presence through your breath. So already just within your own being, you're bringing that unity together. And when you start meditating and you activate your pineal gland and it starts sending out that communication signal, because it does send out those waves that are able to connect with other pineal glands, especially if they're in close proximity. I've done a whole video on that. I'll link it at the end of this. But when we're in meditation, we heighten that connection. And so if we all start meditating on unity and peace, then as we start to build that within us, we start a snowball effect that becomes unstoppable. And as we continue this, we awaken ourselves more, and we awaken the collective consciousness, which means we don't have to do anything for anyone else but work on our own. And as we do, we assist the collective. And that's really important to understand, is that really we don't have to be going out and doing anything. We just need to be here within. And it's probably the exact opposite of what we're taught in this 3D construct, is that if you want to get anything done, you got to go out and do it. Well, the only thing that you need to do is go within and find that unity piece, and then enhance it through raising your own vibrations, and start sending out that signal through your meditation using your pineal gland, so that others within the collective consciousness grid can start connecting. And as pineal glands start connecting, they enhance the outcome of what's actually being created. Now, we are the masters of our own world. We are the masters of our own creation. So we really do start to step into our own power when this happens. So meditation is a great tool to use. Now, if you're someone who's not used to meditation or anything like that, then look for some guided meditations. But really, meditation comes in a lot of different forms. Just going out in nature is a form of meditation. Sometimes running for people is a form of meditation. Anything that gets you in the present moment is a form of meditation. And when you get in that present moment, all you need to do is go within and start unifying. Start unifying mind and body together by using your breath. When we deepen our breath and bring in a conscious feeling into our body through our breath, which means we become aware of our breath as it's moving. The breath is expanding our body. So when you pay attention to how the breath is moving your body, the mind starts connecting to the body, the insight starts coming in, and now you're present. And now you're making really strong, effective changes within you, which is ultimately going to change everything outside of you. So there isn't anything that we really need to go out there and do and, be banging people's head up against the wall and being like, can't you see what's going on? Wake up. And this is kind of how people feel, especially when they start to awaken. When you start to awaken to what's going on, that's when it's probably the most prominent in your life, where you just want to wake up everyone else because you can't believe how much has been going on right beneath your nose and right in front of you, hidden in plain sight. So use meditation as a really good tool. Now, I've created a guided meditation for anyone out there who's really not able to meditate, or they can't meditate for long periods of time, or they're really just not sure if they're doing it right. I've created a guided meditation that I'll leave a link for in the description below, that's available on my website for download. And it's only 15 minutes long, and it's really powerful at raising your own frequency, bringing in the gold energy, so that Christ conscious energy, which is unity and love and peace, and building that within you so that it's spilling out of you and you have that to give to others. And what happens is, when you start to raise your own frequency in this way, you become a magnet for more love. You expand your energy field so that people who are on the verge of waking up or starting to are going to get pulled into your energy field, and they're going to start to ask you questions. And so you don't have to really do anything, because they're going to come to you. And I think that's the most divine way of awakening actually happening, is that people do it on their own volition, at their own will. And it's them asking the questions, not being peppered by those who are already awakened. So I just wanted to talk about that, because I know it comes up a lot, especially in the spiritual community and the awakened community. And how do we just make people see the light? And the truth is, the light's already there, and as you build it within you, you're just making that light brighter and brighter, and eventually it's just going to be a domino effect. So I just wanted to share that idea with you. So really, through meditation, we are activating and we are expanding the awareness of the conscious collective, and we're allowing that conscious collective to grow and proliferate and start reaching its tentacles out to all those little pineal glands that start to need to activate, right? So just thought I'd throw that out there today. And I'd be curious to know if any of you have gone through any of these kind of moments where you've wanted to really awaken someone, but you've decided to take the more less doing and more being approach and allowing them to come to you and see if that happens. I'd love to hear in your comments below if you've had any stories where people that you've never thought would awaken all of a sudden are starting to ask you questions, because it's starting to happen a lot. I don't know about you guys, but people are starting to really wake up. And I think it's because there's just so much being uprooted right now, uprooted in a sense of the constructs that we've all been taught to believe are falling apart like a house of cards. And so we're all having to scramble to find out how to build that back up within us. So use meditation as your tool to assist others in building that up, and continue building your own foundation to be strong and stable and rock solid so that no one can shake it. So thanks for joining me today. I hope this really helped out. If you like the video, please hit like. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'm going to be uploading more videos and less putting them on my blog on inflexibleme.com. So if you do want to get more access to the videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be updated on any events, please subscribe to my newsletter at inflexibleme.com. I do have a webinar coming up next week and another one planned in January, which is going to be the one next week is on the levels of consciousness and how to understand where you fall in the scale of consciousness and what that means for your own individual power, but how you actually counterbalance the negativity of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands and millions of people, just you as one person. So it's going to be a really cool webinar. And then one in January that's going to be on how to build your own protection and how to know how to activate your own protection when you start to awaken, and especially kind of play with the other dimensions and different energy realms and things like that. So that's kind of coming up. So if you want to get more information on that, please subscribe to my newsletter. And I also have a podcast that comes out every Thursday called Enlighten Up. It's in iTunes. All the links I'll leave below for you guys. So that's about it today. Thanks for joining me. I hope this video helps out and brings some clarity. You know, we are all working towards the same goal here. If you're listening to this channel, I know you are, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there, but let's get there in peace and harmony and really walk the path that we hope to see in our world. Talk to you next time.